Hi everyone, coming to you from our St. Mel field for our Tuesday St. Mel Moment. And wearing my Dodger gear because they need all the prayers we can get right now. But they'll win. Somebody, one of our parishioners, Iona, she approached me after Mass the other day and she said her husband, like me and her, huge Dodger fan. And he used to keep score of all the games. And she made a copy of a scorecard he kept, 1965 Cubs versus the Dodgers. And on there is the roster of all the players. And if you look way down below, it's the pitcher, Sandy Koufax. And on this particular game, it was historic because this game against the Cubs, Sandy Koufax pitched a perfect game. And if you look on the roster, there's great players like Willie Banks and Ron Santo of the Cubs, and Willie Davis and Maury Wills and Ron Farley and Wes Parker of the Dodgers, Sandy Koufax, some of our greatest players in the game on the roster. And as I was thinking about it, as a people of faith, we too have a roster that we call saints. And they played the game of life in such a beautiful way and an inspirational way that they speak to us, that God speaks to us through them. Just to focus on just 4 quick saints. First and foremost, the year of Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph, the foster father, the earthly father of Jesus. Can you imagine his responsibility? And he did it with such humility, fidelity, wisdom. How many times Jesus probably went to his earthly father Joseph for advice to show that loving kindness? What an amazing saint on our roster as people of faith. Another one, Saint Catherine Drexel. She was an heiress to this great fortune. She went home to God in 1955, but instead of spending her money on herself or on luxury, she founded a religious order and gave all of her money building schools for Native American and African American students here in our country. An amazing woman on our roster of saints. And another one, Maximilian Kolbe. Maximilian Kolbe, a great devotion to Our Lady. He stepped forward in a line and had his life, sacrificed his life, so a Jewish man who was a father of 5 children could live. He trusted and believed in God. So the virtue of courage, the virtue of faith, and the virtue of truth in the midst of something as horrific as the Holocaust. And our fourth saint is you. What are you doing? Are you sitting on the sidelines or in the stands? Or by God's grace, are you on the field? And what are your virtues? What are your gifts that you want to share? We can hold them to ourselves, or like St. Joseph, St. Catherine Drexel, St. Maximilian Kolbe, and in the game of life, the game of baseball, what's your gift? And how are you giving glory to God today? So, be on that roster, play the game of faith, and make a difference in this world. God bless you.